April 2025. One man walks up to a microphone in the garden of the White House.
Happy New Year, the most successful House Republican majority in decades, and we did it with not a big majority.
He's smiling. He talks about America winning, about fairness finally being restored, about a new era.
Success in 2025, and now we're going to make history and break records with the epic.
The next morning, global markets opened, and what happened next would become the largest financial crash since the pandemic. $6 trillion gone in 2 days. Not because of a war, not because of a natural disaster, not because the economy suddenly collapsed overnight, because of words. And here's what genuinely fascinates me about this story. Not the politics, not the tariffs, not China, but the fact that one single human being can destroy the financial futures of millions of people who never met him, never voted for him, and never consciously tied their lives to his decisions. While you watch this video, I want you to hold on to one question. If one person can erase that much wealth with a single speech, what does that tell you about how much control you actually have over your own financial future? That's what we're going to explore today.
Officially on trial, Democrats.
Solid common sense policy. You're amazing people. What you do for this country is incredible.
Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, one of New York City's outer boroughs. Not Manhattan, not the center of the world. Just a normal neighborhood of working families. His father, Fred Trump, built affordable housing for the middle class. Steady, quiet, without fanfare. Donald grew up working alongside his father, learning the business from the ground up, watching how deals were made, how money moved. But here's the thing. Even as a young man, he understood something his father never quite grasped. Money isn't just what you build. Money is how people perceive you. In 1971, at 25 years old, he takes control of the family company and renames it the Trump Organization, and immediately does something that would define the rest of his life. He tells his father he wants to go to Manhattan. His father says no. Too competitive, too expensive. Why risk a stable business for ambition? Donald doesn't listen. He finds a crumbling, run-down hotel near Grand Central Station called the Commodore Hotel, a property nobody wants to touch. That on its own is worth almost nothing, and he negotiates a 40-year tax break from the city. Nobody had done that before. He rebuilds it, renames it the Grand Hyatt, and makes a fortune. Then Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, he calls it the greatest building in New York before it's even finished. Then casinos in Atlantic City, the Trump Taj Mahal, he calls it the eighth wonder of the world, literally. And here is the crucial thing you need to understand. None of these buildings were objectively the best in the world. None of these casinos were the most luxurious, but it didn't matter, because Trump had figured out something that most people only learn too late in life. Perception moves faster than reality. If you say something about yourself loudly enough, confidently enough, and consistently enough, people begin to believe it. Not because it's true, but because certainty is contagious. And that one trait, not his money, not his connections, not his real estate, that is ultimately what makes him the most financially dangerous man on the planet. By 1990, Trump is drowning in debt. His Atlantic City casinos are a financial disaster. The Trump Taj Mahal, the one he called the eighth wonder of the world, was built entirely on borrowed money at enormous interest rates. It was already failing before it opened. At the time, more than 70 banks were simultaneously lending Trump around $4 billion. 1991, first bankruptcy, then a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth. 6 corporate bankruptcies between 1991 and 2009. And here is what should stop you in your tracks. After each bankruptcy, most banks forgave the majority of what he owed. They let him keep his assets. Some even gave him new loans. Why? Because by then, the name Trump was worth more than any individual property he owned. The brand outlived the reality. After the corporate collapses of the early 1990s, most major banks refused to work with him. Only one remained, Deutsche Bank. But Trump doesn't stop. In 2004, he launches The Apprentice on NBC, and this changes everything. Because every week, millions of Americans sit down and watch him, confident, decisive, powerful, delivering his famous line, "You're fired." None of those viewers know about the 6 bankruptcies. None of them know that most banks had walked away. They see the image. And the image is completely convincing. By 2015, his personal brand is so powerful that he does something that seemed unthinkable. He announces he's running for president. He descends an escalator in Trump Tower. Crowds, cameras, gold letters on the wall behind him. And I want you to understand something right now. Because this isn't just a story about Trump. This is a story about how an image managed correctly can become more real than reality itself. And when a person like that gains access to political power, your money enters the danger zone, regardless of where you live. Now you know who Trump is, not the politician, not the president, the psychology, the brand, the machine. In part 2, we go deeper. What actually happened when that machine got access to real power, how markets crashed, how millions of ordinary people lost money they spent years building, and most importantly, what you can do to make sure you're never on the wrong side of someone like him again. Part 2 is already out. Go watch it now.